Hi, my name is Michael Zumbluskas, and I'm running for Congress here in New York City. I'm doing these videos so you can get to know me and some of what I stand for. I think it's important for voters to be educated by your elected officials and those hoping to be elected on why they're running and what they want to do. I will not be giving you platitudes and simple answers to questions. I will be covering, hard issues, and I will explain why I believe the way I do. My background is I was born to a father who was a military cop in the Air Force for 22 years. I started elementary school in Okinawa, Japan, and finished high school in Aviano, Italy. I have a wide variety of experiences from growing up that way. I was bused in Denver, Colorado in the 70s. I went to some of the top rated schools in the country, and I went to some of the worst. And the other big thing is I lived in big cities, small towns, and I said before, I've lived in foreign countries. It gives me a different perspective than most people, especially those running for office. Right now, I work for the New York City Department of Transportation, but I've also worked in the nonprofit industry. I've worked in the private sector. I've had my own consulting firm. So I've had a multiple life experiences in making a living, which is also important. I've studied history, and I'm still study history, which is even more important because for an effective politician, you're not only a leader, you also have to be a teacher. You have to be a friend. You have to understand everything that's going on around you. And that is what I can bring to this office. I am scared for this country. Too much of our Constitution is under attack. Our Constitution is one of the greatest documents this world has ever seen. That's why many countries around the world have tried to emulate it. Now, not to that great of extent. And even more so under COVID, our First Amendment, our freedom of speech is under attack, and constantly people are being silenced, even doctors and scientists. Our country is great because of our freedom of speech, because we want different opinions. I'm not a genius. And I'm not omnipotent. I need different inputs to come up with good ideas, with good policy. By shutting down somebody that disagrees with you, leads us into a untenable situation, because a lot of times the people that are shutting us down don't have the facts. So our First Amendment is very critical. It is very vital to the health of this country, and I will defend that to the max. Going back to, working for the Department of Transportation here in New York City, it also gives me an understanding how government works and how it can be more effective. Right now, we have too many leaders. I'm not saying the line people that just want statistics. They give policies that actually are not practical and can't be done the way they want. One of my greatest accomplishments in the Department of Transportation, I saved the city over $3 million a year by actually changing how we do contracts and bringing other contracts into in-house and using economies of scale. That's some of the stuff I can bring as Congress. We have a $30 trillion debt, the greatest this world's ever seen. We spend more money every year than we bring in, and that we're talking trillions of dollars. That's one of the reasons inflation is going through the roof. That's one of the reasons every time you go to the supermarket to buy eggs or milk, it's gone up by 10, 15, 20 cents. That's unsustainable. I think that we can make the changes we need to do. I've been involved in politics since 1992, the first Ross Perot campaign. I've helped Democrats, Republicans, independents all over the city and not all over in a lot of other states also. I've worked on the local level, I've worked on the national level. I know how to get things done. I know how to communicate with both sides, which needs to happen. This country was founded on compromise. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been a nation. Our forefathers created a unprecedented in world history government that had a balance of power. And now we're trying to take that away. So send me to Congress. I will defend our Constitution. I will work for you tirelessly. Try to get inflation under control. Get more manufacturing back to the United States. I will work on international policy, and I will also try to reduce the crime that's going on in the city and in this country, because it's not just the city where crime is exploding. We have homelessness, a crisis at the border, we have wars around the country. We need somebody with the knowledge and understanding to actually take care of these. This is only the first video. There will be many more, and I will explain those. So I just want to say thank you for listening. If you want to learn more about my policies and me, myself, go to my website, electmikez.com. And everybody, enjoy the rest of your day, and see you next time.